All right, guys, let's continue on. This is lecture number three. This is going to kind of take us a little while, but I think we can make this work out pretty good. So, principles of air management. Obviously, inside these structures is where doing our search and rescues. Air management becomes a real key as far as making sure you have what you need. Always know how much air you have left. We know the gauge. We have an access to a gauge in our hand. We should actually know what the bottle is at the start of our day. We should have an idea of how long we can actually last on a full bottle 20, 30 minutes, maybe if we're physically fit and capable. Maybe it's 15 minutes if we're really working hard, drawing air. And so we have an idea of how far we can go with this. Know your point of no return. How deep can you get into this before you are at a spot where you cannot get back out safely? Inform IC if you must exit the structure. We need to make sure everybody's aware of our presence where we're at all times. Pressure gauge before entering IDLH atmosphere. You want to check it. When moving from one area to another. Um, After periods of heavy work at specific intervals based on SOPs. So, maybe it's after every 10, 15 minutes, you want to double check your pressure, which is already going to be at the peak, needs to be changed out. When resting, take a look at it. Do we need to change it out now before we go back in? Before beginning a new assignment and when assigned area is reached. Point of no return based on how much air is required to exit IDLH. And IDLH, one more time, is immediately dangerous to life and health. That's the atmosphere we're in. Lowest cylinder gauge reading of any team member, 2 in, 2 out. So me and my partner go in, and my partner's gauge is reading lower than mine. He has to leave. So do I. SOPs, standard operating procedures, will tell us when we have to leave or when our no return area is. Environmental conditions might change, and teams physical and mental conditioning may be a purpose and a reason we need to actually bail out because we're hitting that point of no return. Please understand, point of no return does not dictate a physical distance. Yes, we're talking a physical distance in some cases, but it's the other things based on these things here that put us in that point of no return. You may be, you know, in through the front door in the living room into the kitchen, okay, which is, I mean, that's 10 steps away from the front door, but team's physically and mental condition is not appropriate. That point of no return exists. We need to get out. Air management in an emergency. Never leave your team, 2 in, 2 out. Never leave a team member in the hazard zone. Maintain communication with IC and supervisor. The 2 in, 2 out always. We don't go in without someone with us. Even though you watch the video of the San Diego firefighter doing what he did, there's extraordinary circumstances, and he felt comfortable going through a window and staying right inside that room. Had he searched further, things could have got really bad. It already went bad enough as it is. Um, but we want to go 2 in, 2 out. We always leave with a team member. Don't ever leave them there unless there's a reason they're trapped and we can't get them out. Then obviously we have to get out and we have to get people back in to help him. And always maintain contact with your superiors. Possible solutions for an air emergency: stay low to the ground, ensure valve is open, opening the bypass valve only as needed as directed by SOPs, fix or bypass malfunctions if possible, use air sharing techniques that require SOP are allowed. So the bypass, remember the mask is on, right? We've got our mask on, the regulator's clipped in. On the side, you have a little red valve, right? Turn it on and off. We didn't get a chance to do this, but that is the bypass. When you're breathing air and that bypass is off, the regulator opens, allows air in to breathe. When you stop breathing, the pressure decreases and the valve stops. Nothing else is pushing through. If I take that valve and turn it, when I turn it, I open up the regulator and I get free flowing air that comes through. It's a great way to clear your mask, but you're losing pressure. And so in some cases, we have malfunctions. You take that breath, but nothing's coming through. Turn the bypass to allow air to rush in, turn it off because you're going to be using a lot more air quickly with that bypass if you're not careful. Possible solutions: air trapped, to air emergencies. If trapped or disoriented, stay calm, activate pass. The pass device, you guys should know. That's your pass device right there. Press the button to activate it. Got that loud chirping sound device and control breathing until rescue arrives. Stay calm, stay low, stay in a corner against the wall. And I'll explain why that is. If SCBA regulator is inoperable and air remains in your cylinder, you can open the regulator valve to provide positive pressure and breathe directly from the cylinder. If air runs out before rescue arrives and there are no other options, create a gap between chin and mask to take a breath as needed. Open that mask up just enough so you can get some air in. Shelter in place, transmit Mayday, three of them. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. That tells everybody off the air something's wrong. We need to get them taken care of. Remain calm, control your breathing. Go to uninvolved nearby room if possible and close the door. Shine a light and make noise to draw attention and continue to communicate. Always want to make sure you have some sort of communication. Mentally is going to help you focus in that respect. Activate your pass. There's the device that we have on our regulators. It's the one's built in already. Already starts up when you turn the bottle on. You can activate it manually or stopping for 10 seconds, no movement. 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and it starts to chime on its own. Listen for sounds or clues that would provide your location. Isolate yourself from fire compartment. That would be the safe zone. Okay, we understand where it's going to be cooler. It's still hot. It's still a danger, but it's going to be the better spot to be. And that puts us at objective number 2. We're going to stop there, guys. Okay. Like I said, this is going to take us a little while to get through. There's a lot of important information here. And we will do some more videos, and I'm going to try and do some more demonstration for you too, so you guys can kind of see all of it. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for working hard. I know this isn't easy, but I appreciate everything you guys are doing. Okay. Take it easy. Bye.